President Trump's re-election is a clear mandate from the American people to break this cycle of failure, end the weaponization and politicization of the intelligence community, and begin to restore trust in those who've been charged with the critical task of securing our nation. If confirmed as DNI, I will do my very best to fulfill this mandate and bring leadership to the intelligence community with a laser-like focus on our essential mission, ensuring the safety, security, and freedom of the American people.
Boy, is your Substack this week some just a lighthearted beach read. It is entitled How Trump's Attack on U.S. Intelligence, Defense, and Investigative Agencies May Kill Us. Thank you, Malcolm.
You're welcome. It's truly the least that I can do. We are in a disastrous world of hurt. I know everybody is hearing that all day, every day. And now it's becoming a fact. Tulsi Gabbard is probably going to get confirmed today as Director of National Intelligence. Yep. But that's okay because according to Elon Musk, they're going to get rid of, 4 CIA officers and replace them with 1.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a mean-ass trick. But we are in very, very serious danger, folks.
I mean, this whole piece is, terrifying as usual. But you just said there's a saying in the U.S. intelligence community that we work for the National Command Authority, that we don't care about the politics of who's sitting in the seat because it's our sworn duty to serve the position, not the man or the woman. I've kept the faith with that oath from the first moment I swore it. I've never questioned my loyalty to the United States of America. It breaks my heart to say I question the person presently sitting in the Oval Office because I don't believe he is loyal to America, the oath of office, the Constitution, the people of the United States, or anyone but himself. And as if to prove me correct, Trump just decided this week he would take a sledgehammer to U.S. intelligence. Mm-hmm. I mean, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Malcolm.
A sledgehammer to U.S. intelligence in addition to everything else he's destroying.
Yeah.
Right? Let's just put this very plainly. Yesterday, I spoke to about 2,000 some odd Americans who were living overseas who were part of Democrats abroad. And we had people from everywhere, New Guinea, Burundi, Svalbard and, Norway. And these people are all terrified that they're going to be considered part of this disastrous, treasonous regime.
Yeah.
The United States is now setting itself up at becoming the global pariah, worse than Russia, if he carries out anything that he's doing. But the first thing he's doing is he's sledgehammering every aspect of American government, and we are going to see a massive economic collapse. Not just economic, but social as well. Right. And we will have no protections. The FBI won't be there to protect you. The CIA won't be able to detect foreign threats. NSA, if Tulsi Gabbard gets in, will likely turn in and use its systems on the American people the way that Edward Snowden said that we were, which we weren't. This is a disaster for all of us.
And let's stay on Russia for a minute. Your friend Joe Walsh tweeted in other news today, Trump said Ukraine may be part of Russia someday, just like we're going to take Gaza. Yeah. Not a surprise. Putin, once again, just absolutely loving Trump back in the White House. I mean, if you read your first book, Malcolm, Plot to Hack America, you understand all of this that's happening, don't you?
Absolutely. And the worst part is I've written 4 books and everything in all 4 books have come true. Yeah. So there's one thing that you have to understand. These people have been plotting for 4 years, and not just revenge against America, revenge against Democrats and liberals, but revenge against the world. They have this bizarre 19th century view that they're going to take over large parts of North America and turn it into some white Christian nationalist paradise. And I don't have to say this. This isn't rhetorical. It's what they're saying. Yeah. It's what they're doing. Pete Hegseth went to Brussels to the first NATO working group meeting after those guys had been working with a 4-star general, statesman, scholar, and this guy comes in and says flat out, Ukraine will not get its territory back to before 2014. He's essentially saying he is willing to concede everything Russia has taken thus far since 2014.
Yeah, and he's sending...
who has a problem with that? Ukrainians.
That's right.
Well,
They'll fight
he's sending Vance over to meet with Zelensky. This is going to be our next quid pro quo, right? He's already said, oh, yeah, we're going to, this is like a stick up. Yeah, we're going to need your minerals and things if you want us to keep protecting you. He is just a mobster. Go ahead.
I got to give Zelensky props on this because, Ukraine had a pretty relatively high level of corruption before the war. Once that war started, you couldn't try to extort a dime out of anybody. People would turn on you in a minute because they're losing people by the thousands. So Zelensky understood a corrupt politician when he saw one.
Yeah.
And he realized the only way to get cooperation is to put out that carrot of all of those minerals and resources that the United States could have first bid access to.
Yeah.
But they are behind Russian lines, which means Ukraine has to take those areas back if you Americans want what you want. And that's the only way he's going to get cooperation, which is bribe the mobster.
Yep. So let's stay on Russia for a minute. We were talking about the release of Mark Fogel, the American school teacher, who has a connection to our new Bella here.
Yeah.
Yeah, your roommate.
Yeah, my roommate made one of his final documentary thesis in college about Mark Fogel and his family because Mark was his teacher in elementary school in Russia at the international school.
So, so Malcolm, I mean, once again, Chris and I are always saying, like, who knows what these secret deals are with Putin, right? I mean, of course, Trump wouldn't say what we gave up because it's all about a photo op for Trump, right? To, come back and have, Mark Vogel call him a hero. And then he obviously it's part of God knows what he is doing with Putin, what deals he's making, right? And what we're trading.
Based on what I've seen in the last 24 hours, it's pretty clear the deal was that the United States would essentially accede everything taken thus far since 2014 to Russia, based on the Secretary of Defense's comments. These comments are not inexact. They are not unscripted. They are part of their belief system amongst MAGA that Russia is benign and that, we want the fighting to stop, but you're never getting your land back. Yeah. And again, this takes me back to the month I was in Ukraine before the invasion. And when I was on MSNBC and all these scholars are talking about defeat and whatever, and the one thing no one ever factors is the Ukrainians. The Ukrainians will fight to the end without America's assistance. And to tell you the truth, the way they're kicking Russia's butt, they may get all of their land back. Yeah. But guess who won't get the minerals deal at that point? Donald Trump and J.D. Vance.
Oh, hey there, it's Stephanie Miller. If you're like me and you love sharp political insight, pointy, you like it pointy and sharp, bold opinions, and a touch of humor to make sense of these crazy times, have I got some fantastic news for you. The Political Voices Network is now on Substack. This is your new go-to for the best in independent media. We're talking about my show streaming daily with episodes on demand, the fearless of journalism of Brian Karem, the brilliant side-splitting satire of John Fugelsang, the unrelenting working class advocacy of Rick Smith, and so much more. Here's the best part. Subscribing is so easy. You can join for free or go to the extra mile. Support these incredible independent voices by signing up for a full subscription starting at just $8. You'll get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes insights, and a chance to directly fuel fearless, unfiltered media. So what are you waiting for? Head on over to politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Hit that subscribe button and become part of the movement keeping truth alive in an era of corporate media overload. Every subscription helps, especially yours. One more time, that is politicalvoicesnetwork.com. Sign up now. Do it.